Before I get into my video, make sure you are wearing headphones. This will give you the best listening results. Anyway, let's crack on. Today's video is about not one, but two microphones for recording saxophone. And it's a stereo pair of SE electronics. They're the sE7 and they're small diaphragm condenser mics. They've got a couple of switches on here, as you can see there and there, which is your minus 20 dB switch there, which is very handy. If you're going to be playing loud, you switch it on to minus 20 and then your signal won't distort, and that means you can record without ruining your signal. You've also got your low pass filter there, which is great. If you're getting a rumble on the low end, you can take it off by switching that down. But mostly I just leave them in the neutral position. I have it on 0 and then I have it on the flat line there. The capsules are also interchangeable. You can just screw them on and off. And at the moment, I've got the cardioid capsule on, which is more than good enough for what you need for recording an instrument. You can interchange them with your figure 8, or you can have your omni capsule. But the cardioid one is my preferred choice, and that'll do the job for these two little bad boys here. But for recording my saxophone, I'm not going to be using these things. And if you're wondering how my recording setup's going to be, it's going to be in the stereo formation of XY by using this stereo bar. In fact, instead of me describing it, I may as well put them on. Ta-da! Now they're mounted in this stereo bar. I'm going to have them pointing across each other in the XY formation. I'm not going to have them pointing directly at the bell because I want to pick up some of the room noise as well, because then it's more of a natural sound. And to maximize the stereo effect of these two microphones, at some point in the scales, I'll be pointing the bell of the saxophone ever so slightly to each microphone individually. So then if you're wearing headphones, you'll hear a little bit more saxophone in one ear. Then when I tip the saxophone bell towards the other microphone, you'll hear a little bit more saxophone in the other ear. That's just to get you that stereo effect. That's exactly what these are for, isn't it? So let's get stuck into it. Let's have a listen to what these two sound like when I'm recording my saxophone. And final thoughts. Well, my final thought about recording these two as a stereo pair was a very positive experience. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole process from start to finish. They sounded nice and clean, and also the tone was very natural and very neutral sounding. When I was coming to do the edit for this video for you lot, when I was listening back and I was listening to the scales, I thought to myself, okay, I'm not going to add any compression and I'm not going to add any reverb. I want it to be as raw and natural sounding as possible. The only thing I did was boost the volume. So that's what you're getting there in the scales, a nice, natural, even sound. And the fun part was to go between the two microphones. I was tipping the bell towards this one, then towards that one. So then you would have heard that in your headphones. You would have heard saxophone a bit more there and a bit more there, because I wanted to hear the difference between recording in stereo and recording in mono. So I will be using these again, or maybe I'll use a different combination. Maybe I'll use one of these or two of these, or one of these and one of these, or a dynamic mic. Definitely not a ribbon mic, because I don't like them. I think they're boring and stuffy. That's definitely going to trigger some people out there, but I don't give a shit, because I'm boring and stuffy, so who cares? But the most important thing I learned was that I really love these thumb puppets. I think they're great, and I had about 3 hours worth of fun just playing with these while I was setting up. Anyway, you will see me in the next video. You take care, have a great day, and go away.